That is according to Zimbabwe's, the national census which was concluded just recently. It is worrisome that about 38% of the population do not have access to clean electricity services. This figure shows that there is still a lot of work to be done in order to achieve the national vision of attaining an upper middle income society by 2030. A large number of the rural population has limited access to modern energy services with access levels of 20%, while that for urban areas is around 89%. There is need to increase access to modern energy in order to achieve universal access by 2030. As such, my ministry welcomes the involvement of the United Nations organizations through the SDG funds, which we are launching today to ensure that there is concerted effort to improve energy access levels to our citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, it is clear to all of us that the country and the region at large is facing electricity supply challenges due to limited investment in the energy sector. The current power supply deficit needs concerted effort from all of us. The current peak demand is about 1,700 megawatts against an achievable power generation which ranges between 1,200 up to 1,400 megawatts, despite industrial capacity utilization being just above 50% at the moment. In the past few weeks, our generation capacity decreased to below 1,000 megawatts due to limited water availability at Kariba Dam and frequent breakdowns at our thermal power stations. In order to address the supply-demand gap, we usually import power from our neighbors in the SADC region. However, in recent months, we have noted that our neighbors are also experiencing power supply shortages, thereby limiting our capacity to import from traditional suppliers, particularly South Africa. Climate change impacts have hit us hard. The rainfall pattern in the Zambezi River catchment area has been poor, resulting in limited inflows into the Kariba Dam. Our mini hydropower plants in the Manicaland areas are only able to operate at peak capacity during the rain season. Cyclone Idai, which affected the eastern parts of the country, also adversely affected our mini hydro infrastructure. It is against this background that a call to work together becomes imperative to climate-proof our infrastructure in order to improve energy security. The projected growth that will lead our country into an upper middle income economy requires a clear roadmap on how the energy needs of our growing economy will be met. As such, we have clearly outlined our targets in the renewable energy policy for various technologies whose resources are abundant in the country. A total contribution of 2,100 megawatts, or 26.5% of our electricity, is targeted to come from renewables by 2030. Various sources will be exploited in solar, wind, mini hydros, and others to make up for what we envisage as our renewable energy contributions.